Hey guys, just before we get started with this episode, I want to let you know that the new full winter range has just been released. We've got brand new hoodie, we've got the beanies, we've even got girls long sleeve shirt, guys long sleeve shirt, a couple of new tees, even trackies and socks. So if you want to check out the full winter collection, it's just dropped over on the website. Click the link down below, check it out, grab some stuff to keep yourself warm this winter. And check this out, even the bloody beanies have got a light on them so you can work on your car. Enjoy the episode, guys. 6 years ago, I bought my first four-wheel drive. It was a 1998 2.8 litre GU Patrol, which I drove through a few too many mud holes. This ultimately led to a huge list of modifications in preparation for a massive 2-month trip from Perth to Cape York. And this is some of that trip. As you can see, a lot of memories were made in this car, but when I returned, I got an offer from someone to buy it that I just couldn't refuse. So off she went to the new owner, thinking I'd never see it again. I even kept one of the rear doors as a memory of the car. And then out of the blue, someone on Facebook shared me a photo of an ad of this exact car up for sale. So of course, I had to buy it. We'll get to picking up the car in a second, but first you're probably wondering, what am I gonna do with this thing? Because I've already obviously got a couple of cars. We've got the GU Ute and the 80 series now, so I don't necessarily need another car, but it was just an awesome story to be able to buy back my first car. So I was thinking, what can I do with this thing? And I've come up with something awesome. I am going to be giving away this Patrol wagon when it's finished. That's right, I've decided to make it go live right now so you guys can watch the car come together on the episodes and then have the chance to win it at the end of it. So there'll be a link down below to enter. It is super simple. You just buy a shirt or a sticker pack, you get something for your money, and you go into the draw to win the car as well. Now let's get into it because I haven't really seen the car yet, and we start off picking it up for the first time. Alrighty, so I've just received the call that the Patrol has been dropped off at my work. I haven't seen it yet, so we're just gonna pull in now and check it out. I can't believe it, it's been like 6 years. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I saw photos of it. Who knows what sort of condition it's in? I don't even know if it runs. It was one of those sight unseen builds, buys, which the golden rule is you don't do that. But this is my original car. I couldn't say no. I had to take the deal. There was no chance of me going down there in COVID, and there it is. Let's check it out. Oh my God, it looks a bit sad. Oh man. Well, I remember bits of it. That's broken. The tires are a bit flat. It's got a smashed window. Oh man, look at the sticker. I put them on there about 6 years ago. They're still on there. Can't believe it. Who painted that blue? And who's Betsy girl? I put those stickers on there. Dude, this is unreal. I can't believe it. It's smashed. It's a bit damaged, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if it runs. I think the keys are in it. Come on. Oh! It's gonna go. Oh! That's a bonus! It runs! So this has the LS1 V8, the first conversion I ever did. Oh, it's a bit rough. Oh yeah. See if it moves. Oh! It moves? Check out this interior. I remember when I was like, 17 when I built this car, all I wanted was switches everywhere. There's gauges, switches, and none of them are labeled. I don't know what they do. Man, the voltage is at 15 volts for the ultra. That seems a bit high. Maybe the regulator's not really working. That's crazy. It's got lockers. Oh man. I'm scared to see a bloody bird's nest of wires, which I probably did half of it. But who did the other half? I'm not sure. Oh, looking good still. Yeah, that's what I expected. Wires everywhere. Oh man, this is gonna be an absolute headache. I'm gonna have to rewire the whole thing. Check out the overflow bottle. It's like a Mount Franklin water. Oh, looks good, but fast fuel rails. I thought that made it go faster back in the day, but it doesn't. Let's have a look around the back. I did like a full camping setup in this thing. False floor and everything. Well, that's still in there. Oh, that is cool. That's right, it had a 100-litre water bladder in there. Oh, it's still got water in it. Oh yeah. Twin wheel carrier. Love it. Oh, it's all in this. Oh my God. I think some of this camping gear is even the stuff I used to use. I built this box exactly like everything fits like to the millimeter. Cooking utensils, knives and forks, that's all there. I wonder if he left me any presents in the drawers. Oh, a bit of camping gear, spare air filter. Well, it looks like an old one to be honest. I think it's time to whip this thing into the shed, but before we do that, there's one thing that needs to be done. Right, there's a bit to do. Well, it is very surreal having this thing in here, but it is definitely worse for wear. We've got broken windows, broken mirrors, the bodywork is pretty horrendous. Ton of hail damage on the bonnet there. We've got a broken headlight, smashed sills. The stickers, it's funny because the stickers I actually put on years ago and they're just showing a bit of wear and tear, like years of weather. Random bits of wiring poking out of the roof and stuff. And the craziest thing is this door here was actually off this car. Hello, you've been reunited again. I can't believe I dragged that door halfway across the country and the car is here again. And the reason for that, obviously the big Cape York trip that we did years ago in 2016, that was all the places we went. So I peeled the stickers off everywhere else of the car and stuck them on the one door. Kept that as a bit of a history thing, but I didn't need to because the history is here in front of me and the compressor's going. Excuse me, I'm trying to film. It is pretty crazy to think how much changes over a period of 6 years. Even the tires, you know, these are the exact tires that I put on the car when I sold it. These are the ones that went on the trip, sold it to him with a bit of tread left, and it just goes to show how much he hasn't really driven it. It's just been weathered outside. So I guess there's only one thing to do to get cracking on this thing. We've got to tear it apart. You can win this car. So stay tuned, check out the build we're doing it, and then find out how to win. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are or when you're watching this. Welcome to another Tech Tip Talk. Here we're talking about some brand new products from my friends at Bendix. Now this is literally the ultimate kit you can have for your four-wheel drive. It is the big brake upgrade. Full 6-piston monoblock calipers, look how awesome they look. And it's basically a full bolt-on kit. Look, it comes with all your adapters and brackets, even braided brake lines. It comes with your pads, rotors, everything you need to do this conversion. Now I've actually driven one of these cars with this kit in it and it makes such a massive difference. If you're running big rims, big power, and you want to make an absolute splash and dash down the main street of your local town with your fully sick four-wheel drive towing your fully sick jet ski or boat, these are the brakes you want. Not only that, with all the parts, it'll also come with an ice box and consumables. Everything you need to put it in, some Ceramisil, some brake fluid, all them bits and pieces, and you can put your beers in there to keep it cold while you watch the mechanics do the kit in your four-wheel drive. So if you want the ultimate braking kit for your four-wheel drive, check out the Bendix Ultimate Four-Wheel Drive Big Brake Upgrade Kit. That's an absolute mouthful. I was talking so fast, maybe I need to slow down myself. Maybe I need some brakes. Anyway, if you want to check it out, go to bendix.com.au, and thanks for supporting the businesses that support Built Not Bought. We're back, baby! Now we're getting straight into it today. We have a few boys coming around. We're not messing around with this build. The plan tonight is everything's got to come off. We're going to get ready for paint, bull bar, snorkel, rear bar, flares, mirrors, door handles, everything's going to go. So let's hook into it. I've been here all of 5 minutes. The lights are off, aren't they? The brakes are not on. I don't think so. Whoopsies. Everything's off and the lights won't turn off. Got a mind of its own. We're in for a hell of a ride with this build. All right, we're gonna have a race competition. Back flare versus front flare. Maybe we should do left and right, but anyway. Let's do left and right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I didn't even get the right screwdriver. I got no Phillips head. Ah, I took them all. Oh, I've got a rusted bolt. I'm cheating. Teach the teacher.
10 toes down, I'm a ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'm a ride with the gang. My whole life I've been.
Alright, it's been like literally 10 minutes, I reckon. Not even 10 minutes, no, it's been half an hour probably. But we're making some amazing progress. We've got grinders, hammers. I'm not being that destructive. I'm just cutting wires that I don't know what they connect to at the back there. But that's all right, we'll figure that out later.
Good day, don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate.
Just ripped the snorkel off. It was a bit of a mission because some of the bolts are just hard to get to with these factory snorkels. So I ended up having to take the whole guard off. Bit off a bit more than I could chew with that one. What's Blakey up to?
I am removing the interior trim off the doors so we can remove the seals, outer seals, so we can get it all painted up and looking fresh.
Well, if you go into here, you'll see some 1920s wiring. See, Thomas Edison designed this back in the 30s. No, it's pretty funny to see the stuff I used to do. Key player to Sam, he's grown a bit, or maybe not. Honestly, I still build cars the same, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, Chappelle Corby. Ooh, are you trying to say something there? I just found, is this a
Chappelle?
Is this a B&B
exclusive?
triple X rated exclusive?
Yeah, mate, go chuck it on. Oh wait, DVD players don't exist anymore.
Me so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash none, I don't gotta fake darling. We not practicing, we falling. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds.
Did someone say KFC? Well, someone said 4 zinger boxes, not 4 zingers. But we'll deal with that.
Should we get the text
will
message
live.
up?
I said no. Okay.
Hang on. Whoa.
I know I said 4 zingers, but I
chips
meant
there's chips, nuggets,
and
there's plenty. Don't worry.
oh no, there's enough. Cue the eating sequence. We need to have some lunch, dinner.
What are we currently looking for, Sam?
I have no idea. The spaghetti wires.
The spaghetti wires.
Funny because I labelled all these when I was younger, and I forget. It's been 6 years. You can't blame me. Righto, massive milestone behind me. Today we are finally going to be coating / painting the wagon. Now what I've decided to use is Raptor coating. Now I'm going to explain why I'm using Raptor coating. Number one, it is super durable. Perfect for an off-road car. It can handle the scrapes, scratches going off-road. And number two, the thing's clearly not dead straight. It's had a hard life, and to go a gloss paint job, it would just look terrible. It'd be all warped and crap. So having the Raptor takes her off the little imperfections that will just take hours and hours to really get corrected on this car, and I didn't really want to fill the thing with bog either. And here we are, there is a ton of gear in front of me. There is so much stuff. I think what I'm going to do firstly is just run you through what we've got here and what we're going to use and how we're going to do it. Alrighty, so this is what we've got. Obviously we've already sanded the body in like a 180 grit, that's been all done. This is the process we're going to go with. Firstly, a bit of wax and grease removal. You'll make sure thing's super clean, and given it a blow down, gone through with the cleaner to get all the any like silicone based stuff, oils, even dust, get it all off the car so it's nice and clean. Then what we're going to do is use this Acid 8 stuff. This is basically an etch primer that only goes over the bare metal areas and any parts that have got bits of bog, any plastics and stuff as well, pretty much cover up so there's no bare metal, and gives it a nice etch to attach to. And then we're going to use some adhesion promoter. So this stuff is really good for making sure that the Raptor doesn't flake off in hard to reach areas, in gutters, around your door jambs, around like your door handle areas, anywhere that the sander couldn't really get to nice and easy, you'll be using that. And then we'll get onto the Raptor itself. So it's basically a two-part. You whack the hardener in, there's a certain ratio you want to chuck in to the Raptor. We're obviously going white, add the hardener in, give it a good shake up. And then for me, there's a heap of different ways to get texture. You can go real coarse, real fine. I want to go quite a flat, fine sort of look. So we're going to thin it down about 20%. You make sure you want to use the 2-pack thinners as well, so it all matches up, and then run it out. I can use a traditional gun because I'm going that fine finish. This has got a 1.7 tip. Run it at about 30 PSI of pressure. I'm gonna have a bit of a play with the test piece. Distances and speed all changes the way the texture is. Even the coats, you do 2 coats of this. If you do kind of like a wet coat and then you reduce the pressure a bit and do a second coat a bit looser, you can kind of get a bit more texture. Or if you go 2 full wet coats, you can have a bit more of a flat finish. So I'm gonna have a play with that. That is pretty much the plan. So now we can hook straight into painting and see how it ends up. Alright, just mixed it all up. We've got it all prepped, and well, basically one bottle fits exactly in this gun, which is super handy. We did have a blowout on one of the containers, but we won't talk about that. We may have had a bit of a spillage, but I did a little test piece first, so I've set the gun up with the pressure. I'll just get the fan right, work out the speed, and just see how the texture's gonna be. If I'm happy with it, we can go ahead with it. If not, we can make some adjustments. So we'll see how it comes out. Not bad. I'll let that set, but it's looking pretty good. I reckon we can hook straight into it. Alrighty. Oh, mask is still on. Yes, always wear a mask when doing this stuff. First coat's done. It's looking pretty good. It's actually so much easier to spray than conventional paint like an acrylic because it's set super flat, but it's looking like it's coating pretty well. I was playing with the speed a bit. It seems like kind of the faster you go, sort of the flatter it goes. I did the roof a bit slower and it's a bit chunkier, but pretty happy with the result. It covers real well. I literally use like 1.5 bottles for the whole car. Whereas if you were doing it with like one of the Raptor guns and you go for that real coarse finish, then you probably use a ton more. So you gotta let it set for like an hour now and then put the second coat on. And that's it, pretty much done. It's so much easier than normal paint job because then you have to do clear, a few different coats. There's like 5 or 6 coats and then possibly sand it back and buff it. With this, she's on, she's done. So satisfying. All right, we've just finished up the second coat. So get the tape off before it dries. It just makes it a bit easier and gives it a nicer finish. Pretty stoked with the result. Only 2 coats. I literally just used 4 bottles in total. So not a lot of work compared to like a proper big paint job, and it comes out with a mint result and will be stronger than normal paint too, which is mint. Well, that is it for episode 1 of the GU build, guys. Don't forget to jump over. You can enter to win this car. I think there's 2 packages, 20 entries if you go the sticker pack, 30 entries if you go the t-shirt, and also the complete winter merch drop has just happened. There'll be a link down there below for that as well. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for part 2 of this build. Catch you there. Dude, it's coming off. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to click up here to subscribe to the channel. Click over here for our latest merchandise on our website. And down below or to the side, I'm not sure where it is our last episode. If you haven't watched it, click on that to check it out. See you guys.